And I like to think that I was given a child with autism because, you know, the powers that be, God, whoever, whatever you believe in, said, you know what, that family can handle him, and they're going to do right by that kid, because it's not an easy undertaking. It's really not. I mean, it has driven wedges between me and my husband that we've been able to bridge and fix and stuff. But there's a lot of parents that don't stay together.
I can't even imagine.
It's not an easy task. You know, I mean, we will bicker back and forth all the time because, you know, he'll want to discipline him a certain way, and I don't think that disciplining in this way, you know, I mean, but that's typical parenting though, if you think about it. You know, it's moms are always a little softer and dads are always a little bit more like, no, you know. So but it's not an easy task. We can't just, you know, get the girl next door to come babysit, because he's tough, he's quiet, and he's nonverbal, but he is smart and he's sneaky. This kid has picked my own pocket before. I mean, I'm talking hoodie sweater with a front pocket. I put the TV remote in my pocket in front of him. Like, you're not going to get this because I'm watching TV. I go into the kitchen to go do something or to go do dishes, and I want to take the remote out of the pocket so it wouldn't get wet if the sink dripped on my shirt. Remote's not in there. He's sitting there in front of the TV.
That's hilarious.
Picked my pocket. Like, he's quick, he's sneaky, and he'll be like, what are you doing? You know, or do you see me? Do you see what I'm, you know, he's smart, even though he doesn't talk, but he'll pull the wool over anybody's eyes.
That's really funny. I'm glad you brought up because that was my next question. How has it been for you and your husband in dealing with this? How old's your son now?
He's 10. No,
he's 10.
He's 11. I lied. He just turned 11.
So after 10 years of finding out to where you are now, I mean, take me through that a little bit, if you don't mind. What's that like?
Well, when he was a bitty baby, we didn't know the difference. It was like, oh, you know, this is great. And then we started hitting stages where the talk of therapies and stuff like that was coming in, and then there was definitely a level of denial. There was fights between actual family and stuff. Like my mom, she knew for a really long time what was going on. She tried to tell us. She tried to open our eyes to it. I think a lot faster than we were ready. So definite fights there, and, you know, I mean, things have been well patched and fixed with my mom and stuff since, but things were not great for a little while there because she pushed too hard because she wanted the best for him, not realizing how much it was, you know, I mean, because you go through stages of grief because you realize, you know, you've got these thoughts and these dreams, you know, like, okay, this is going to be my little football player, and I don't know how many girls I'm going to be fighting off this kid, and everything else, to finding out, you know, now you've got an 11-year-old who still doesn't talk, let alone fight off girls. He doesn't even have friends, you know, and it's not just because of COVID he doesn't have friends. He doesn't have friends because he still doesn't understand how to play with other kids. He plays next to them. They call it parallel play. So you go through a lot of different emotional stages, and they don't stop. You continuously go through them, you know. One day can be really good and he'll do something and you'll just be like, oh my God. There's the one day I shared a video actually recently on Instagram with him playing with Forky on the floor. This day, just like it gets me. He wanted to go upstairs and get his toy Forky because he's got the stuffed animal Forky from the Toy Story movie. And he's where's Forky? Where's Forky? And he says, he's right here. And I point to the goat, and he turns and he smiles at me, just biggest smile. And he comes over and he pets him on the head and he says, I love you, Forky. And for him to initiate the contact with the animal, that's not normal for him. He does like I said, to go run water and stuff like that, but he's not big into actually touching them or showing them affection yet or anything like that. I'm hoping that that comes, but I
Because
don't
of the cleanliness thing?
know, just because it's just it's hard to explain. It's just his personality. I will not force him to do anything he doesn't want to do. Um, and I do see them opening up his eyes, but it's more of at a distance. He likes to watch them jump and play with each other and stuff, but he's not big on touching anything really. Well, he touches lots of stuff, but it's mostly like couches. But animals and stuff, he doesn't always show them like actual affection like you or I would,
Sure.
if that makes sense. So for him to walk up to the goat and touch him and talk to him, look at him and say, I love you. My mouth was literally on the floor. I was just like, wait, what? And then minutes later, I catch him rolling around on the floor, playing with this goat, letting him sniff him in the face, and he's just all laughter and smiles. And it was just like it's moments like that that make us go, we're doing the right thing, and we're doing it right by taking our time and letting him come to the animals and stuff on his terms and learn how to do, you know, little things and stuff on his own terms, because it's proving that he's starting to become more interested. He's definitely coming out of the box and saying more. So I'm pretty sure I didn't answer your question because I don't remember what it was now, but
That's okay. I enjoyed whatever. I enjoyed the answer that you did give. So
all right, great.